Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, I apologize. Okay, I apologize for being about 20 minutes late. I was, okay, I'll explain what happened. So I got a phone call about possibly just looking at some cars, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have experienced going to a car dealership. I ended up being there a lot longer than I thought. I ended up losing the whole day, so I didn't film any of the content that I wanted to, so I'm gonna have to save it for another day. Or maybe I'll just upload a lot of content next weekend period, which will be Monday to Wednesday. Uh, so that's pretty much what my days have been like, because I was up till like I want to say 6 o'clock trying to catch up on a couple of the games and getting some footage for a couple of future reviews that I'm doing, as well as doing some brainstorming. I came up with some pretty good ideas, so I do apologize. So we are going to do an hour stream, and as I promised last week, we will be doing a mystery stream game today. After this stream, hopefully some of you guys show up. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I hope you guys have been doing all right. We already have more people here than we did last week, so that's a good thing. So yeah, all right. You know nothing about cars. Yeah, Jackie boy. The dealership guy I was with, he was really pushing. They're good. They're very good. So if you guys got any questions or you want to start talking, go right ahead. You guys got me for the next hour. So that's why I was late. I will try to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah. Went to get a car, left with his own 2 feet. No, they were just really tempting. I just and the funny thing is, I actually hadn't been to this dealership in like 2 or 3 years. So I was surprised. So I was actually surprised that they still knew who I was. They didn't know who I was, but apparently they had me on record that I had been there before. So maybe they were just, randomly calling people. Just yeah. Have I played The Last Descendant? No, Jackie boy, I have not. I've never heard of that game. I hope if you're playing it, I hope you have fun with it. So. Yeah, like right now, the currently the videos I had set planned was I just finished my script for Helldivers 2. I was finally going to get my review for that out, and this morning I was working on doing a top 10 non MCU Marvel films, and it took me about an hour to get that list done because when it came to like the top 3 movies, I was really conflicted. I was able to get the list finally done, so that's like the next top 10 video. And then I think I want to add another reaction video and then tie it with a tier list video. So next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you guys will get 4 videos and a stream and a mystery stream. So you'll have like 6 videos. So yeah. Plus, I will say I like that the time period between recording and questions is a lot smoother. It's only about 4 seconds. Last week was absolutely awful. It was like 40 seconds by the time I actually said something by the time you guys actually saw it. So I think it's a lot better now. But you guys got anything else? Any other questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? Feel free to throw them out. You guys are being kind of quiet. Top 3 non-MCU films are... Whoa. Wow. Okay. Wow. Ghost Rider, Blade, and Fantastic Four? Wow, really? Okay. Wow. No judging. Wow, Wow, I never would have expected that. Speaking of Cars, have I seen the Pixar movie? Yes, I have seen the first Cars film. I've not seen the second or the third one. Those ones didn't seem all that interesting, but I did see the first one, and I thought it was nice. Did I see the new guest characters joining Mortal Kombat 1? Yes, I did. I'm interested. So they gender swapped Cyrax and Sector, except technically classic Cyrax and Sector are still as cameo characters. They added new Cybot, who I suppose is Bihan converted, which I was puzzled by. And then they added... Who else did they add? They added another fighter. I can't remember. But they added T-1000 and Conan. Which was confusing. How the hell do you... I think the T-1000 is the one I'm most confused by. Because you can't kill him. Fatalities don't work. he's made of liquid metal. What could you possibly do? You cut his head off. Okay, he'll just reform. So that's the one I'm puzzled by. Like, you technically, there's no physical way to kill the T-1000 unless you have to beat him on like a chemical level. So that's the one I'm the most puzzled by. And then and Ghostface and Conan. So you have you have Conan, Ghostface, T-1000, female Cyrax and Sector, and Noob Saibot. Interesting. I will tell you this. I ain't paying $50. Are you crazy? They're charging $50 for 6 new characters and maybe 2 to 3 hours worth of story, on top of the $120 I already paid to get the deluxe edition. No thanks. Not interested. Like, I'm not paying that much. That is ridiculous. And then I saw on PSN that if you didn't get the game in the first place, you could have paid $70, a full price to get everything, including the prior DLC pack. So ostensibly, you would be paying more had you waited. Than you're paying more. You're paying less to get more than you did when this game first came out. So that kind of upset me. So I tell you, I would not pay $50. I think it was like 60 in some places to get this DLC. The highest I would be okay paying is like 20 to 25. So hopefully, if it does a price drop, I'll get the second pack. But other than that, I'm not interested. I'm sorry. Like, even for what they showed, I'm not paying another full price game price. Absolutely not. You can freeze. Yeah, you could freeze the T-1000, but like he's gonna defrost. Like, you could freeze him and break him into pieces, but he's gonna reform. So, like, I really can't. I mean, I guess there's like a couple of characters that might be able to do something that could maybe kill him, but like in a physical sense, blowing him up, cutting him, decapitating him, ripping him apart, that's not going to kill him. I think the only characters that, off the top of my head, I think that could maybe kill him is maybe Liu Kang, throwing him into a black hole. Maybe that might do the trick. But anything like directly, like straight up physical isn't going to work. So that's the one that confused me the most. So do you think any X-Men characters would have trouble with Bo, like Mr. X? No, X-Men could kill anybody. Who's my favorite Toy Story character? Woody. Guess characters are getting wilder. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you could freeze the T-1000, but he's just gonna defrost, and even if you broke him into pieces, he's gonna reform. So crazy? No. Greedy? Yes, I agree, Jackie Boy. When you play Resident Evil 4, have you tried fighting Krauser without the knife? That's a good question. Maybe. I don't know. I've never actually tried that one. It always seemed like the knife was always like I mean, unless you're at like a distance. So like if he like when he like hops around corners or he tries to shoot over cover, like I would use guns then. But like when it gets to those close range moments, like I don't think I've ever tried using a gun. It's not necessary. The knife works just fine. That's like the perfect weapon. I'll wait for it to go down. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna wait till it goes down. I will not be paying that price at launch. I can wait. What is my favorite location from any Resident Evil game? Favorite location? I would probably have to say it's the castle in Resident Evil 4. I think that once you get past the village section and you start taking on the monks, I think like that entire section of the game, that's probably my favorite location in any Resident Evil game. I think it's great. That's a perfect setting for a Resident Evil game. So you would replace T-1000 with someone like T-800 again with an upgrade. You know who I would replace him with? Like if you can't use T-1000, use TX. Like at least the TX is like part liquid metal, part machine. So the machine part could be broken apart and destroyed. Because that's all it is. It's just a regular machine with a liquid metal coating, but there's still a physical body that can be ripped apart and destroyed, and that can be killed. But like a pure T1000, I don't think there's good ways to beat him. There's only two ways we've ever seen a T1000 get killed. That's dipping it in liquid metal or pouring like a certain type of acid on there that burns through metal. So you have to use something that burns through metal. So I guess characters like, I guess Scorpion could technically heat him up to melt him. Maybe that could work. But like most of the characters probably couldn't do anything. Like, is Reptile's acid enough to burn through metal? Maybe. Possible. But like that's the one I was the most surprised about. Like, don't get me wrong, T1000 easily one of my all-time favorite like movie villains of all time. He's like tied with like Heath Ledger's Joker. But putting him in a fighting game just felt a little unpractical, at least to me. Start Persona 4 Arena. Okay, Jackie Boy, I hope you're having fun with that. Ghostface, I'm so glad because he's one of the most popular slashers. You know, here's the thing. Haven't there been a bunch of... We don't even know who Ghostface is, because aren't there a bunch of... Haven't there been, like, some female Ghostfaces recently? Like, I haven't seen any of these... I think the last Scream movie I saw was the second one, so I haven't watched any of these latest Scream movies, but, like, haven't they had, like, some females? So, you don't know who that is. RoboCop is my second favorite guest character in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I heard he's a good zoner, from what I saw. Shang Tsung's soul manipulation would be useless. Yeah, you're right, because T1000 doesn't have a soul. It's soulless, so that wouldn't work. I can't wait for Ghostface to ask Johnny what his favorite scary movie is, and then Johnny starts naming off movies. Yeah, the Johnny would probably do that. If you had to bring back any guest fighter from a past Mortal Kombat game, what would it be? Kratos, easy. Problem is, he'd have to be a PlayStation exclusive character, and you couldn't bring him over to any other console. But yeah, probably Kratos. What do I think of Spawn animated series on HBO? It's great, and it's better than the live action film. That's easy. Rob, easily one of the best interpretations of Spawn in an animated form we've ever had, outside of the comics. Pretty easy. So did you watch any of the X-Men cartoons, like X-Men, Wolverine, X-Men? I saw a little bit of Wolverine and the X-Men, but I didn't watch a lot of it. I did watch all of X-Men Evolution, and I really enjoyed that. But in terms of Wolverine, X-Men, I didn't see that one. There was a limited animated X-Men show that they had on Netflix. It was like in 6 parts. I saw all of that, and I thought it was great. But yeah, I have seen other animated versions of the X-Men that I thought were really, really great, outside of the original. But yeah. What is the next film you plan to go see this year? Maybe Sonic 3. That's the only movie I can think off the top of my head that's like a must-see. Everything else is like maybe I don't need to see it in theaters. Like the only other movie I can think of off the top of my head is maybe Gladiator 2, but that's like I don't know if I want to go see that, because it's a film, much like others, I don't think should exist. Gladiator did not need a second film, so right off the back, when I heard this, I felt it was a bad idea. T1000, I was so glad because he's one of the best characters ever, despite coming from a universe we've already had, like bringing in the T800 before. I get your point, but still, it's going to be awesome. What's my favorite hat that I have? Oh, my favorite hat has to go to my PlayStation Vita FlexFit hat. As I'm sure you guys can tell, I don't like showing my top of my head, so that's why I wear hats. And I'll tell you this much. Here's a funny story. If you actually go back a while, like several years ago, the reason I start wearing hats like this, like I don't have a lot of hats that are like clipped. All my hats are flex fit. It's because of Deacon from oh my god. I feel stupid forgetting this game's name. I feel stupid. Oh, it's like it's a biker game. I forget. I feel bad that I can't think of the name because it was yes, Days Gone. Days Gone. I knew it. I knew it. Yes, Days Gone. Deacon, because Deacon only wears flex fit hats backwards like this. So I started doing that, and then I ended up just buying like a bunch of them. Like I'll give you a couple examples. Like I don't like like that's like a requirement for me. Yeah. Yeah, I got like I want to say like maybe 50. I got like 15 hats. I've got like 5 of them that are clipped. Like if I wear it forward, it's clipped. If I wear it backwards like this, it's flex fit. Like Ravenclaw, that's a flex fit. This is a clipped one. But this is one I picked up at a convention at Comic Con. Boston Red Sox, 2018 champions, flex fit. Boston Celtics, flex fit. And this is my favorite hat. I recently had it cleaned. And it's like PlayStation Vita. Because nobody respects PlayStation Vita anymore, but I do. I still think it's the best handheld device I've ever had. And I still use mine. So you like Spawn. I've seen an old anime series, not sure if it aired. It aired on HBO. That's what I remember that. Because that came out shortly after the film came out, and they released that late at night on HBO. I do remember seeing that when I was much younger. Have I played Spawn Armageddon on PlayStation 2? No, but I've seen gameplay of it, and it looked pretty cool. Rodin, I'll wait till I tried wearing hats, not my thing. Heck, look, man, look, Jackie Boy. I don't know what you look like, but if you have a good set of hair, you rock that. I don't have any hair anymore, and I typically cut my hair like every week because I'm getting older, so I'm losing my hair. So I typically just cut it all off, or I buzz cut it military style because my dad taught me that because he was in the military, and I don't like showing my top head. Like you'll rarely find a picture of me in like not wearing a hat. Like, the only time you'll ever see me not with a hat is if I'm at work. But, like, if you see any picture of me, I always wear a hat. And I typically wear it backwards like this if it's flex fit, or forward like a snapback. Yeah. I'm embarrassed about my head. Am I interested in watching Transformers 1? Not really. Not really. This doesn't look like my style. Conan, Ido, Courier 4. Conan's not really being... Yeah, Mayboom, I can understand that. That was a weird choice. Flex Fit? Yes. Yes, Anthony. That's what they're called. They're called Flex Fit. It even says inside. Right here. Yeah, it'll say... Yeah. Wait. See? Flex Fit. That's what they're called. Flex Fit. Yeah, if it's like that, yeah. Yeah, flex fit. Yeah, that's a style. Yeah, if it's closed like that, odds are it's a flex fit. I have 3 special Spawn figures from Kickstarter. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, HBO 97 and 99. Yeah. Hats are cool. I only wear hats in the summer. Yeah, I understand that. It's hot. Sun's out. You don't want sun in your eyes, so you wear hats. Do you think Deacon could survive Resident Evil 2? Yeah, probably. If he could deal with a horde of these Shriekers, I'm pretty sure he could survive some zombies. He just needs to work on his headshots. Adding rap music to Gladiator 2 trailer sounded odd. No, it sounded atrocious, because it's like, why? Like, why do I need to hear rap music in a movie about ancient Rome? Where's the classic Hans Zimmerman theme or some new music that fits the time period? That would be like hearing, I don't know, imagine throwing Mozart during a movie set in feudal Japan. That just throws the vibe off. How do I feel about Robert Downey Jr. being played Doctor Doom? I don't care. I don't care because I'm not gonna watch it. And am I into sneakers? Are you kidding, Anthony? Dude, I'm obsessed with sneakers. I've done like 2 videos showing my entire, like, I only wear Air Jordan 1s. I have 15 to 16 pair of Air Jordan 1s. I only wear, like, the only time I don't wear Air Jordan 1s are when I have to go to work. Like right now, hang on. Yeah, like these are like one of my pair of Air Jordan 1 lows. I've got lows, mids, and highs, and like I keep my lows under my bed. I think I have like 4 or 5 lows under my bed right now. I keep the mids and the highs in the closet. Yeah, I did like a tour review. Like, you guys should know that. Like, and I've done like 2 collection videos. But yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with Air Jordan 1s. I think it's the greatest shoe ever, and they're fashionable. You can make Air Jordan 1s look good in anything you wear. So I think that's why I love them so much. Also, man, hear about the next death battle is Ash's Pokemon. I didn't know death battle was a thing. I thought they stopped doing that. I don't care. I don't watch death battle. I stopped watching death battle a long time ago. I mean, the minute they make that Sephiroth and Virgil matchup video, and I called out exactly what they were gonna do years in advance. Like, I even said that. Like, that was something I said in my video years in advance. I said at the beginning, I'm doing this video because I have a feeling Death Battle is going to do this video years from now, and they're going to give it a bullshit outcome, and that's exactly what they did. I called them out years ago, and my video was not only longer, it went into way more detail. My video breaks down that fight way better than Death Battle does. And I called a lot of attention to that, and that's easily like one of my most successful videos. That video, I believe, by now is like over 300,000 views. That is easily, I think that's my second most successful matchup video under Cole McGrath versus Delson. And that is like the one matchup I'm like the most proud of. And when it comes to breaking down that fight, my video is vastly superior in every way. The only thing it doesn't have is an animation fight. But again, Death Battle is more about being entertaining than informative. And I take pride in that. So yeah, after they make that video, I don't watch Death Battle. So I don't know what they've done, but I don't watch Death Battle anymore. I only got one to keep the sun out of my eyes. I only accept Terminator, Terminator 2. Anything after that is non-existent, although Terminator 3 is a guilty pleasure for me. Yeah, I understand that. Sneaking suit, Air Jordans. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would love to see Solid Snake put on a pair of Air Jordans. Absolutely. He'd look gangster in that. No, it's still around. The creators now own it themselves. No corporate masters. Okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't watch it anymore. It's not credible. Death Battle on Virgil, his sword can cut through dimensions, not only a rocket. Yeah, like, that was... Did they ever... It was... I don't know. He wasn't really trying... Yeah, the way they break down their videos is so all over the place. And the thing is that they have, like, a whole committee trying to break this thing down. Like... And so they get their facts wrong. They use really ridiculous analogies to break down their numbers. It's so all over the place. Again, they're more for entertainment, and they throw in a lot of analytical bullshit to try to back up their argument. But it comes down to just being entertaining, which I won't deny. They've made some entertaining videos, but like get your facts straight. And they've been wrong countless times. So they lost all credibility with me a long time ago. So I don't give a damn about Death Battle. The one and only original Planet of the Apes movie I accept is the 1968 movie. Well, I never saw that one, so I can't really say much. Have I watched the new Batman on Prime Video? The Batman? Robert Pattinson? Yeah, no. I haven't seen that since I saw it in theaters. And I thought it was just okay. Not anything amazing, but it was just okay. Okay, wow, we got a lot of people in here. 10 people. Wow, that's nice. You guys got anything else for me? I mean, Batman Cape Crusader show on Amazon Video. No. No, no. I haven't really had time for that. I've been working on a couple of things, but maybe I'll get around to that if I'm bored or something. Planet of the Apes is 80 years old. I believe that. That's a long time. That's been around for a long time. What's the next con I'm looking forward to? Not really anything. I know PAX is coming up, but I'm not going. I thought about going to that, but no. I think the next convention I might go to might be just MGS Con 3 next year. Like, that's the only convention I can think of that I'd be interested in even going, so. What are my plans for this month? Just try to get up as much content as I can. I have a feeling we're gonna get to 89,000 subs, pretty sure, and then we'll have a good head start to get to 90, hopefully by October. But right now, the only big plans I have come up recently is I got a trip to El Paso at the end of this month on the 30th. And then when I get back from my trip, I have like 2 weeks, and then I'm going to Hawaii for 3 days. So that's really where my primary focus is. And I think over the course of this month, I just want to just keep uploading content and try to get as many subs as I can. Like, this is really a grind period for me for this time of the year. So I'm just trying to punch my way through that algorithm wall, because I'm telling you, I've uploaded some really great ideas, and the fact that they hardly are seen by anyone has me very, very concerned. And this is a fight I've been with YouTube for so many years. So, I'm alone, or do I think Delsin Raw's abilities are cooler than Cole's? No, I wouldn't say they're cooler, but he just has more variety of powers. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make him cooler. I still think Cole's a better character, but like, I understand if you like Delsin more than Cole. I can understand that. Do you know other country national anthems? No, I do not. I mean, I'd be able to recognize them if I heard them and maybe what country they're from, but like off the top of my head, no, I don't know any others. What do I do to relax? Sleep, do a little photography, play games, listen to music, go to the gym. Those are the things I would say relax me the most. What about you? Thoughts on the 2004 Batman show? If you're talking about that animated one that came out for like not Fox Kids, for like WB early in the morning, I didn't really watch that one. That one looked a little too goofy for me. So, yeah, I didn't watch that one. Just because it was an animated Batman show doesn't mean I was interested in it. So, yeah, I don't really, it just looked too goofy for my taste. You gotta go? Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, Jackie boy. And you stay awesome. Will you get the meet? What? Will you get? Will I get to meet Lilo and Stitch when I'm in Hawaii? I don't know. Do they have an alien creature on there? I don't know. I already got a friend of mine sent me a list of things to do, and I don't know. I have a lot to say about this trip to Hawaii. I think I'll do a video later, but the reason why this trip is most special is because it's the first vacation or trip that I can think of where there's not a primary goal. There's not a clear objective as why I'm there. Like, if I go to El Paso, I'm there to meet my brother. If I go to somewhere on the East Coast, I'm there to visit my dad's family. If I go to California, it's usually for some kind of convention. When I went to Taiwan, it was to hang out with a girl, which that experience ended up being a total disaster. But going to Hawaii, there's not really a primary reason for me to go there. It's just I want to go there just to go there and just to have fun. And I've never been on a trip like that. So this is kind of be like a new experience for me that I'm looking forward to. And after what I've been through for the past 2 years at my arcade job, I think I need this trip more than ever. No offense, but I don't care for minutes to midnight. Hey, totally understandable, man. Totally understandable. Heck, it's not for everybody. Heck, I enjoy the album. It's my third favorite Linkin Park album behind Meteor and Hybrid Theory, but yeah, totally understandable. No worries. Did you see Superman Returns? Yes, I did. I thought it was okay. I thought Brandon Routh made a great Christopher Reeve style Superman, and I assumed that that was a sequel. And I think that's a sequel to Superman 2, ignoring Superman 3 and 4, which I think was a great choice. So, yeah. I liked it. Can I whistle? Yes, I can whistle. How's El Paso? Hot. And by the border, which makes me a little bit hesitant every time I go down there. But heck, I've had no problems, and my brother has, he's happily living there with his family, and he gets to spend a lot of time with his wife's extended family. So, it's okay. So you think Cora Harper might be a match for Jack in terms of biotic powers? Zach, I am going to hold off on talking about that. I want to hold off on that for a good reason. So I want to skip that one. That's a very good question, but I don't want to talk about that yet for good reasons. But that's a very good question. Have I watched Transformers movie based on the 80s cartoon? If you're talking about the G1 Transformers film, yes, I've seen it. The one where Optimus Prime gets killed like in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, I've seen it. I didn't care much for it. I'm gonna be honest. G1 Transformers is not for me. That was before my time. I was first introduced to Transformers from Beast Wars. So, yeah. Old school G1 Transformers is not for me. I enjoyed Living Things. Heck, I'm glad you had fun with the album. I really am. Can you whistle to attract a woman? I don't think that works. If you're talking about like catcalling or whistling or like saying, no, I've never done that. I think that's inappropriate. Personally, I know some guys do it and they have a problem with it, but I personally would never do that. Have you not heard the story of Emmett Till? What happened in Taiwan? Well, okay, to keep it short, I went there to hang out with a girl I'd known for a number of years. And the original plan was that we would get to hang out because I was going to be in Taiwan for 7 days. What ended up happening is when I got there, and mind you, this is the first time I'd ever left the country. There's certain countries I would like to visit. Taiwan was not one of them. If this girl was not there, I would never have gone there. What ended up happening is when I got there, I didn't really get a chance to just hang out with her. What ended up happening was when I got there, she was already planning a trip of her own with some coworkers, and I ended up hitching with them. So for like 3 days, we drove all across Taiwan, and I didn't really get a chance to spend a day hanging out with my friend. And I ended up sleeping in hostels, which I never want to do. First night, I ended up sleeping in a POW box. And I know a POW box when I've seen one. This was not a crate. It was a POW cage. They just removed the front cage. So they were stacking these POW cages, and I ended up having to sleep with them. And on this really thin, I wouldn't even call it a mat, so I couldn't sleep. And then we ended up spending like 12 hours in a drive across a mountain on like the worst road ever. Ever. And then we ended up sleeping in another hostel, which I didn't like. And on, I believe, the 6th day before I had to go back, she and her friends and her coworkers still had like a couple of days more. So they just sent me home back to Taipei, and I ended up going home. And I believe maybe 3 weeks later, the girl blocked me on Twitter and Facebook. And long story short, she said that she didn't want to be friends with me, and that she didn't really have a great time while I was there. And she's like, I didn't say anything while you were here because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And I felt offended because I was like, well, here's the problem. We spent months planning this meeting. You didn't even tell me you were going on a trip because I could have rearranged it. And we didn't even get to we didn't get to spend a day. Like, I literally would have been okay if, like, out of the 7 days, we could spend 1 day hanging out. I was there for 7 days. I didn't get 1 day to hang out with you. I was with you and your coworkers going all around Taipei, Taiwan, which is something I didn't agree to. We went through all of these really bad weather conditions that you didn't warn me about. Like, you told me we were going to the beach, and so I dressed to go to the beach, and we ended up going in, like, the coldest weather, where it was constantly raining, in a car that barely worked. Like, she didn't give me any of these details, and I'm not the kind of person that just likes to throw myself into a situation. I kind of liked to plan what I do on my trips. Like, I don't mind, like, I like to set, there's certain points that I like to set out, and I don't mind what we do in between these current points, but, like, these certain points are the things I shoot for, and I didn't get to do any of them. And so the most fun I actually had was when I wasn't with her and I was just walking around. And the big mind is, the locals were really, really nice. I didn't feel weirded out, but, like, I just kind of felt offended. And what made it worse was that trip was paid for by my dad right before he passed away. So this was a gift that my dad had given me before he died. So this trip was important. I told him, like, how much I really wanted to go to Taiwan, and he paid for the trip. I didn't have to pay anything. He paid for it. So this was like a last gift to me by my dad before he died. So to have to go through all of that and then to have this terrible experience while I'm there, and I don't get to do any of the things that we had been discussing for months, and then I come back and she says that she doesn't want to be friends with me, I felt very offended. I was pissed off. I was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, mind you, it didn't ruin my experience of wanting to visit other countries, because while I was there, I did see a lot of things that I really liked. But, like, the Taiwan trip was not as good as it should have been. And I had the highest. And mind you, me and her had been talking for like half a year, planning me going down to Taiwan, because no members of our family wanted to go see her down there. I was the only person from the States who took time to go down there and see her. And the fact that she had the balls to say that about me is like, if not, like, it kind of pissed me off. But, like, I'm past it. This was like maybe 6 years ago, so I'm kind of past that. But it's okay. I'm glad you asked. Yeah, don't worry about it. So you think the 501st Clone Troopers could outfight the likes of Shepard? Maybe. Possible. Yeah. Trust me, man, you would like Transformers Prime. I think I saw like a few episodes of Transformers Prime, but it wasn't for me. Do you think Press Your Luck deserves to make a comeback? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, Black Wolf, that had to suck. Damn, Anthony, sorry to hear about your dad's passing. It's okay. That was about 7 years. Actually, eight now. It's been Dad passed away 6 days ago 8 years and 6 days ago. He passed away on July 1st, and his birthday was the next day. That's crazy. His birthday's August 1st, so he died the day before his birthday. He would have turned 66. So Dad would be about 74 if he was still alive. But yeah. It's okay, friendly. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just to taught me a lesson. Never, do not travel to a foreign country for a girl. I learned a lesson. But heck, to see another culture, to see another part of the world that was so far away from what I'm used to seeing here in the States, that was the best part. I did have fun with that, and I think the suite that I was staying in was easily the best motel room that I've ever been in. It was really immersive. In fact, I might do a reaction video and rewatch that and we can watch that together. Maybe that's an idea if you guys would like to see it, because that video, I've unlisted it, but it's still up. I've just unlisted it so like no one can see it, because I don't think anyone would be interested in that. And it might be interesting seeing me like 7 years ago, about 8 years ago. It might be interesting seeing me back then. So yeah, that's something. Must have unexpectedly passing. Yeah, we didn't see it coming. Dad was as strong as ox. He was healthy. He had just had a doctor's appointment, so the doctors were confused as to why he would just have a sudden heart attack all the time. Yeah. But it's okay. Man, that went on for a bit. And we still have 18 minutes before the mystery stream. You guys got any more questions? Feel free to throw them out before I hop online and start playing a pretty good video game. I hope you got some, at least half of you show up. I would be happy if like 5 people showed up. Yes, do the action video. What action video? What action video? I think this would be strange in X-Men movie adapting a bit the X-Men comics. The fact that Emma Frost, the White Queen, has 5 clone daughters. I was not aware of that. I was not aware of that. I don't know Emma Frost too well. You know, I want to double check to make sure those videos are still there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I uploaded 3 videos about Taiwan. I separated into 3 parts, and I think I took some footage. Yep, still there. Yeah. Damn. Part 3 rundown. Part 2 best day. Part 3 motel room. You know, I'm curious. I can't see your comments. I'm just curious of the video. I think this was right. But damn, I still have that hat too. I picked up a hat while I was in Taiwan, and I recently found it. It was in the back of my trunk. Yeah, and I'm pretty. Oh my god, I was doing 1080p back then. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I cannot believe I was doing 1080p back then. Oh my god, look at that room. Oh my god, I still got that hat too. Oh man, I remember having that camera. Oh man. Still got that. Oh man. Oh man, oh my god, that was so cool about that room. You turn the lights off and it had these LED lights. Oh, I've never been in a suite like that. Easily the, oh, and oh man, look at that tub. Oh my god. Oh god, look how young I look. Holy shit. And I still have that holder, which I upgraded to a gimbal. I should have used a gimbal. And man, that toilet. Ooh, that is an impressive toilet. Oh, that's awesome. And I love oh man, that walk-in shower. My new house has a walk-in shower. Yes, yes, it did. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting caught in my memories. I apologize. I apologize. Sorry, I haven't watched it. I haven't seen that video in so long. But damn, I did not know I was doing. I thought back then I was still sticking to 720. I did not know I was still doing 1080p back then. Shit. So you saw the live action duel with Solomon and Yugi? Yeah, and Solomon won? That was like, really? Wow. Yugi, you suck. You are not the true king of games. It's like you lose to your grandpa? How the hell you let that happen? And he's using Exodia cards? Wow. That's not even a very good archetype. Have I watched Meg movies? No, I have not. No, I've not, James. I don't really do shark movies all that well. Huh, we should have 14 minutes. I mean, the new cards are good for what I saw. I guess, but I don't see anyone playing those competitively. Like they never use competitive decks, and I don't use those either. Like I don't play Castera. Anyone who plays Castera needs to fucking hang themselves. That is the most toxic archetype I've ever encountered. Snake Eyes is ridiculous. Runics are annoying. Tearlaments, oh god. Ugh. Ugh. Like I would never even consider playing competitively. Like I like to play for fun, and like I haven't dueled someone analog in like maybe 5 years. like I don't I can't find anyone who plays it analog. Sky Strikers are annoying, but I've created several decks that can deal with that. My Red Archfiend deck can deal with Strikers pretty well, pretty consistently. I will feel very confident taking a Sky Striker with either my Dark Magician deck or my Red Dragon Archfiend deck. I would feel very, very confident I could take them down. Would you love to see Maximus in Mortal Kombat? No. No. He would not make a good fit for Mortal Kombat. And Pendulum Monsters? I don't use pendulums. And believe it or not, I don't see too many people use pendulums. I see people, most people that I see, I mean, I'm sure people still use pendulums, but I don't see, on Master Duel, I don't see people use them as much as I used to. I see people use links, and there's only like, maybe 2 or 3 link monsters I used that I put in my decks. But they're pretty simple, pretty straightforward link monsters. I don't do any of those crazy bullshit 10-minute long combos. Like if I even see someone do that, I just get up and leave. Because like I don't got like if I got enough time to put the controller down, go in the bathroom, take a shit, and come back and you're still not done, it's not worth my time. What about Leonidas from 300? Nope, not a good match. Nope. And there's a new Blue Eyes monster. It's not a Blue Eyes monster. It's a Blue Eyes support, and it's a Link monster. And for whatever reasons, people have made like modifications to Master Duel to allow them to add that card in. That's not been officially released in the TCG yet, as far as I know. But they have released a lot of new Blue Eyes support. That's really a lot that I would definitely like to test out in Master Duel when they release them. That way to improve the Blue Eyes deck. I think the Blue Eyes deck has needed some support for a while. Because I think head-to-head, like the 2 primary decks that I use is usually my Dark Magician or Blue Eyes. It's more like Dark Magician, Archfiend, Time Lords, then Blue Eyes. And then I like mess around with the GOT decks and like Red Eyes, I mess around with that. And then I might use like a couple other ones. But like, have I played Phantom Menace on PlayStation? No, I have not. But I've seen other people play it. Come on, man. There must be some character you'd love to see to make an appearance. No, not really. Doesn't really need any. Not that I can think off the top of my head. I mean, they can just, they can use whoever they want. I'm not picky. And we got about 10 more minutes of the stream left. Ooh. Hmm. So you think Nemesis could fit in Mortal Kombat 1? Positive, maybe. I guess you could fit. You know, it's a question of could and would. Like I don't care. I don't care if they use guest characters. Guest characters are not needed. They're nice little gimmicky characters, but I can't think of anyone that I think like, oh, I want to see them in a Mortal Kombat game. No, if anything, here's what I want to see. I want to see a crossover between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and make two different versions. You make one for M, where you can do fatalities on Street Fighter characters, and then make a team-rated version from Capcom and have it be like Mortal Kombat characters, but like watered down. So you take away their fatalities. So you get rid of, so you make a Street Fighter, so you make a Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter game that's M-rated that has fatalities, and then a Street Fighter Mortal Kombat game that's team-rated with the Mortal Kombat with the fatalities taken out. That's what I like to see. Really, no Tony Montana from no. What? Tony Montana? What's he gonna do? Blow coke in their face? Hannibal Lecter? What? Candyman? What? Those are funny ideas, but I wouldn't take them seriously. Really? Candyman? Mr. Hook with the bees? What the hell's he gonna do? I don't know what else to say, but what are my plans for this Christmas? Probably nothing. I haven't really, if I'm being fair, I actually haven't, like, celebrated Christmas in a while. Like, we don't put up lights. We don't put up a tree. I typically just, like, ask everybody who I do want to get a gift for, like, something they would like or something that they need, and then I'd get it for them. And I would just buy it for them. That's typically how we do Christmas now. So, would Wolverine, you think he would have minor issues in Raccoon City? Probably, maybe. I mean, can the T virus infect him? No. I mean, if he's just, I mean, yeah, he's just gonna slash his way through a bunch of zombies. I don't see the problem. I mean, if he gets bitten, will his healing factor protect him from infection? If so, I don't think he's got a problem. Tony Montana. Oh. Defects. That's a good one. So is the mystery game something like X-Men or? No, it's not. I am still. How much time we got? We got about 4 more minutes. No, no, no. I still am trying to figure out how to stream PlayStation 3 games. No, this will be a PlayStation 5 game. Hopefully the stream is stable. Hopefully. But yeah, no, the mystery game is a PlayStation 5 game. I may have streamed it once before, but I can't. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to find out when the game actually starts. We'll know. I mean, you think it was strange. I mean, it made sense for Django to have Boba because he asked him, "How did Emma first get 5 clones?" I don't know. I don't know much about Emma Frost. I wasn't aware there were clones. I mean, clones wouldn't be very strange in X-Men. There are tons of clone characters, so I'm not entirely sure. And we got 2 more minutes left. So if you guys got any last questions, you might want to get them out now, because in about 3 minutes, I will be hopping online for the mystery game. I would clone people like James Cameron, for example, to make more amazing movies. Eh, I'm not sure James Cameron would want that. So you think Capcom will do good with the next RE game? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they'll remake. I don't know when the next Resident Evil game is going to be announced. They haven't really made a Capcom game that I've played in a while. I think the last one I played was Resident Evil 8. Maybe, hopefully, they announce another Devil May Cry. Have a focus on Nero. Or maybe a prequel story for Sparta. Like, those ideas I would be absolutely for. Alright, well, we are about to come to the end of the stream, so I'm about to cut it. With Raccoon City Open Work, they already tried something like that. It was like Operation Raccoon City, and it was a horrible idea. that was I think that's what that game was. It wasn't very good. So yeah, they already tried that before. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream there. I'm gonna hop online in about 3-4 minutes. So keep your eyes open for that. Hopefully, I get at least minimum 5 people to watch the mystery game. And I want to thank all of you guys for sending in your questions. And like always, I want to thank all of you guys for watching. You're awesome. And hopefully, I will see you in the mystery stream in a few minutes, or I will catch you next week. So adios, or I'll see you in a little bit.